Now when we look back, we see our plus or minus 1 standard deviation. We see now our goal is that 46% of the z-scores can meet that target. And again, we have extensive videos online for the z-score training that show your different keystrokes, your adjustments, how to manipulate the training screen. I'm just giving you kind of like a really quick introduction into it at this point. But again, this was to show you that we went from a brand new client walking through the door, entering a settings file, adjusting their age, adjusting the length of the session, going to the training screen, hitting go, verifying we had the correct data, and away we were going and we were training. So literally within minutes you can go from brand new client to training in the new Brain Avatar software. Now, do we still have all the options that we did before with the multimedia player, the flash games? Absolutely. So now that we're on this training screen, we can go up to the word window, which is in the upper right hand side of the screen. It then gives me my control panel for some of my different visual options. For instance, my flash player. Now the flash player is part of every system. That's a free component. It's a free option. And we have a list of several different games. So we can always go to, for instance, the Brain Cats. Okay? The client gets to choose the cat they want to be. They get to choose if it's a standard race or a sprint race. We hit start. Then we can see their cat that they chose is right here. Now as they meet criteria, their cat's gonna race the computer, the other random cats. Okay? The speed in which this cat is moving is based on how often can they meet criteria. So to show you the difference, if I go ahead here and I decide I'm going to click on my training screen, I'm going to go Shift C and I'm going to bring that down a little more. I'm going to go back to my flash game. And you can see now I'm starting to catch up because he's meeting criteria more often. Okay. He's starting to catch them. But you can see how that's, again, very simplistic games. The idea is not to overstimulate, but all of the games that users have been used to with 3.0 and even 2.5 are still there. You can also, of course, go window, again, upper left-hand corner, multimedia player, and then watch an animation. Okay, and again, flying through the animation based on whether you're meeting criteria. Now the good thing with any of these additional visual feedback screens is that you can literally, if you have dual monitors, I could slide this right over onto a secondary monitor for my client so that I can be looking at different clinical screens, making adjustments, and it's not interrupting their training experience. So keep that in mind. Okay. We also, within the window, have the DVD player. Now I don't currently have a DVD in my system, but that's simply, if you click on that, the DVD controller would come out. But this is a common question we get. Cannot find the current study file control. This is meaning that the DVD, you don't have one in there. Okay? And then I have my little box here, and then no valid DVD volume can be located. Do you still want to continue? Yes, I do, just to show you the box. Okay? If we had a DVD in there, we'd simply hit play, and then we have an option. Do we want to modulate the video, modulate the audio, pause and unpause? I recommend anytime there's a soundtrack to simply modulate the video, leave the audio alone on the soundtrack. You can always have a secondary feedback mechanism in the background where you can make the volume not that loud, just so it's a subtle auditory feedback system. Okay? But a lot of those, you're comfortable with that from the previous software. For new users, very simple to get used to using, and we do have many videos online specific, you can put in a search multimedia player or DVD player in our YouTube Access Online videos, and we have videos specific for those auditory and visual feedback options. So keep that in mind. Okay, thank you very much, and always feel free to call tech support at 440-232-6000, extension 211, and you can ask for Rob or Ashley, and they'll be very happy to help you. Or you can email at support@brainem.com. Thank you very much.